feel like a super nerd. This is awesome. I was called a dork last night. This is my dork outfit. How's that? What this is about is we're taking a little ride in the Jeep. 396 stroker 5.7. Really, it's a fun ride. It's sort of my daily. We call it the wife's Jeep, but she likes her 300 V6, so that's fine. I'm good with this. And so we built this thing twice. Once we had a bolt fall out, not to our credit, but it was all taken care of by the supercharger company. So things happen, and we redid it, and now we have a 396 orange 50 stroke, 30 over 5.7 block. Not really a 5.7 block. It is a 6.1 block with 5.7 bores. So you might think they're extra thick, but they're not. It's basically a 5.7 water jacket and bore size. Reason being, it's sort of cool. I think it's off by now because it's been cleaned so many times. But the Valley said 5.7 boost project, R&D, and it came from Mopar. I just bought a bunch of old stuff they were selling. This is a Whipple vehicle. We have 0 inches of vacuum, and it's not kicking in. It's pulling the hill. I'm in third gear. Now, it's starting to. It's sort of a process where it feeds on itself. So at some point, you're either going to have vacuum or you're going to push on the gas hard enough that it's going to want boost. I'll do a better version of that, but it's really sort of. I'm manual shifting, so you can see this. Like I can go. I gotta get it straight away so I don't run into somebody. This is the beauty of SmoothBoost. SmoothBoost is a boost controller, not a maximum boost setup dial. Everybody thinks like, oh cool, I can turn my boost down. That is not it. I drive this thing 24, whatever the hell I want, and I drive it at full boost, which is about, I don't know, 10 or 12. It's not a lot, but it's enough that you don't want to be driving out in dicey conditions if you have a standard Whipple install. But this is not a standard Whipple install. This is a SmoothBoost install. This thing drives incredible. You swear you're driving 500, 550 NA horsepower. And then you are, because it never really goes into boost. It'll stay at 0 inches of vacuum. The supercharger is still bypassing, but it's also feeding air to the motor. It's not just naturally taking it in. So it's like driving around with a really, really, really good barometer all day. It's really sort of a cool deal. Okay, here we go. I'm just in 5th gear. There's 0. Now see, I had to floor it to give it boost. I can drive around at 0 and do a nice, smooth acceleration anytime I want. But if I whack it and it senses wide open throttle, it gives me everything it's got. Now, that wasn't a lot of boost because it's in 5th gear. It doesn't have any engine speed. So it's not making the boost that it would normally make at $3,000 or $3,500. I mean, you can take this thing. Who would ever equate a Whipple or any positive displacement blower vehicle and say, I'm going to go run a road course with it? And I swear to God, you could run a road course with it. There's 0 again. And there's boost. Now, the transition into boost is a bit late, and we can program that, but only on initial setup. It's nothing that we have any like firmwares or any of that where you can program after it's installed. But we have, for certain types of lines, we have more aggressive. So there's 0. Now I'm getting 2, but but I mean, you really have to be trying hard. And what I like about it is 99% of the driving situations, if you accelerate in the normal drive mode, not in this manual shift of this is the nag 5-speed. If you accelerate in the normal drive mode, these new vehicles, especially the 8-speeds, they're just so smooth. They downshift, whatever. The problem is when you have a normal vacuum bypass, positive displacement, or even a centrifugal, the downshift is accompanied by increased increased load because you're trying to do, pass or do something. Increased load, increased engine speed. All of a sudden the blower's on, and it's like this friggin' thing goes from 6th gear and an 8-speed down to 3rd, and game on. The son of a is like, 10 pounds boost, whatever the I don't give a shit. 8 pound system. Game on. It's like, holy shit, I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to drive around this deadbeat in front of me. So it's so nice driving characteristics. Now the other thing that people don't, sort of like an added bonus, is when it's doing that downshifting, you're killing your trans, man. It's like, you want to go fast and whatever, and you like drag race kind of stuff, and you go from a standing start. That's one thing. But when you're going slower, normal driving, it downshifts, you're friggin' more than tripling the torque or whatever that's getting thrown to it. Your RPM, and then you're asking this transmission to go back into 3rd gear, lock up, go. And it's so friggin' hard on these stock transmissions. This thing right here is so gentle in normal driving, especially like on 8 speeds, where they do a lot of downshifting because there's so many gears. Do I need to build my trans? Well, if the trans is healthy and you get the proper tuner with torque management and everything, and you have one of these systems, we got stock 8 speeds going 750 wheel, and that ain't no shit. We've had them do it for years on end, not just install, send it to the customer, good luck. These cars have been built for several years and running, and this SmoothBoost only adds to that reliability. We'll do a standing start in this Jeep. It's okay. I mean, it's probably we do a little track prep, put some tire on. I'm sure I know it's a high 10-second Jeep, but for the street, right now on street tire, we've done with this other little cool device we have. It's called a Draggy. I think some of you know about it, but it hooks to your phone, and you basically, set it up, get it ready to record, works off a GPS and a G meter, and we've done 1140s in this thing all day with only like a 160 foot, which we know is but it's on a street tire. So it's a pretty fun ride. To go mid to low 11s on the street with a reasonable amount of traction is pretty cool. This Jeep here doesn't have any other kind of features. It's a standard MMX front entry WK1 6 rib, not a 8 rib or anything, because I'm cheap and it's my own vehicle. So 6 rib was good enough. If we want to turn it up one day, we'll probably go to 8, and then we also have a surprise a little later for you guys with something new that's coming to our 8 rib world that we've been working on, and we'll probably leave this vehicle and go to the next, and which will be Bad Penny, and you step into that son of a know it. So it's almost 900 at the wheel on the 85, and it's a fun Jeep. We've had a lot of fun with it, daily driver racing and so forth. The tuner with Steven Dixon, everybody knows. He's last year fortunate enough to take the family, go do some no prep races and run the daily driver, and it sounds like fun, but it's a lot of hurry up and wait. And it's when you got a family with little kids and stuff, it's a lot of work, and I appreciate what the guys do, and hopefully we can mix a few laughs and have some fun in it. So here we go. Let me do traction control. I'm not locking it or nothing, but here we go. So, and if the video cuts off after this, we're sending home for a belt or a tow rig. But okay, you ready? Yes. All right. See that? I love it. This is my daily, man. There's nothing like it. I love my job. I hope that that's I think it is. I think it's a pretty much goes universal at our place. We do a lot of stuff. We have a lot of fun, but we're very serious about what we do. And hey, it's been real fun with you guys. We're heading back to the shop. You got questions on SmoothBoost, or there's something that I didn't show, this really doesn't take long. You know, Jack can have it set up in 15 minutes, and we can go out and do another ride. You want to see something? If it's just you want to see like a burnout or something, nah, that ain't happening. But you know, if there's something, no, all kidding aside, if there's something constructive that you say, man, I don't quite understand, can you take me through this, or could you guys actually video? I've actually thought about it, but the only way I can do it is pop the hood off the Jeep. And it may happen, because when I usually start talking about it, it's like, okay guys, let's make this happen. Actually put like a GoPro or something at the actuator on the bypass valve, so you can real time relate what the Jeep's doing. You know, we can do all these little insets, and we'll do what the Jeep's doing, what the bypass is doing, you know, what kind of grade we're on, how we're accelerating, and you can look at what the SmoothBoost is doing. And I really want to do that. We've done it on the dyno, but it's not the same thing. You really got to get a perspective of what the Jeep's doing going down the road, or any vehicle. I say Jeep because I like Jeeps. You know, I mean, I like all vehicles, but how about this? If I could get this much traction with a two-wheel drive Charger or a Challenger on gravel roads and whatever it is, I mean, we don't have any stellar roads out here. I'd probably have one, but I just, you know, I'm a drag racer, man. I ain't gonna sit there and spin my wheels. You don't measure horsepower by length of friggin' black marks. So I really do love this Jeep. We're okay. Let me see, one last thing. Where am I? I'm in third gear, going up a windy hill, down to 0. Okay, you can throw it into boost, but I mean, even how it went into boost, that is so friggin' smooth as compared to if a bypass just slams shut. So one last little tidbit, throw that out here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm driving by. We bought a fixer-upper. It's a shop truck. So I called the paintless dent repair guy, and he's coming in, and we're gonna see what we can do with it. So anyway, this is the little quick tour of the facility as I turn around, because I bypassed my driveway. Okay, I turn around this butthead's driveway. He's okay. He lets us turn around his driveway and stuff, but he's sort of a grumpy old man. He won't let me do burnouts anymore. So, yeah, you know, you get that way when you get older. So, there we go. All right, signing off. All right. Well, thanks for the ride along. All right. You gotta love it, man. It's a Jeep thing. That's not a sheriff, so I thought maybe we could interview a sheriff here for you, but all good.